Hey guys, how's it going? I love using this little plasma ball for my videos. You know, I, one thing I like talking about is gravity and explaining to people that we live in an electromagnetic field. And it's as simple as proving by touching this and watching that electromagnetic field line go up like that and answering that question why it's going up like that. Well, it's repelling from the strongest source of energy, the only external bit of energy that's influencing it, and it's repelling from that because energy repels from energy. But anyway, I'm here today to talk about the Christmas star that we just recently had. And so I like using this to explain experiments or use it as a experimental tool. And so I like pretending that the core of this plasma ball is actually the sun, because the sun is doing a similar thing where it's putting out a bunch of these field lines, and it's these field lines are connected to all the planets. So you have that core, and it's connected to a few different planets, and the Christmas star. Just for you, those of you who don't know what that is, basically Saturn and Jupiter aligned, and from our aspect, it looks like they called it the Christmas star. So when you have these two planets, which are connected to the sun, and so it's like this, except for, obviously there's a massive distance between the two of them. So when they align, you get these, they each have these field lines, and then they connect. And then that field line from the two planets is connected to the star is much more intense. And then the Earth passes through that field line, and all that extra energy is going to the Earth's core. And so because you have these two field lines connecting, so much more power. And then we saw that play out in natural disasters. There was a major uptick in seismic activity, from earthquakes to volcanoes and whatnot. And that's the reason why that happened. And it's still playing out because they're still relatively close. And it's super cool. But so that's the reason why that happened. And, you can go even a little bit further with this theory and explain Earth's climate history and how much, when the physical parameters of the other planets were consumed, I would argue that those planets were consumed just like what we're doing to ours now. So when you have a major connection like this, like that's the middle is the sun still, and this finger is a planet, and all of a sudden it gets weaker, well, all that energy goes somewhere else. Not all of it, some of it dissipates, but for the most part, that energy has to go somewhere. So it increases to the remaining planets, which again would cause a major change in the climate cycle of that planet. And we see that happening now. As our Earth's core gets weaker, our connection with the sun gets weaker, and that energy from the sun is still there largely and goes to the other planets. And so we've seen a major uptick in the auroras of Jupiter and Saturn, for example, and changes throughout the solar system. And it's all because of what we're doing here on this planet. So our actions in oil consumption are extremely significant in the grand scheme of things. And I just wanted to try and explain that, and thought I'd have some fun doing another science video. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care.